Hi there. Momo asked me to make a video about my experience learning jiu-jitsu from him because he's autistic, so it's definitely a different experience. My name is Gavin, by the way. Just a bit of context. I've been training for about 6 months, so still very, very much a newbie. And I've also trained in quite a few different gyms around the world. I've been very fortunate that I could travel, live in different places, so I've been able to train in different gyms. But I mention that because I've obviously got to experience lots of different styles of coaching and different styles of teaching and communication. And learning with Coach Mohammed's been very interesting in regards to, I'm a very logical person myself. Like my background's technology and software and stuff. And one thing I found very interesting with Mohammed was the classes would often go two different directions. Sometimes it would be very structured and very teach the foundations and very foundational. I love that because that's how my brain works. I'm like, I want to understand the foundations, the basics, and put the pieces together. And sometimes it was very just free flow, and we'd go into different topics and talk about different things, sometimes even very unrelated things to jiu-jitsu. And sometimes I would find myself, knowing he's autistic, I would find myself thinking, okay, I want to keep learning jiu-jitsu today. I don't want the class to be too long. Let me try get this back on track. So I found I had to sometimes bring it back on track, which was quite interesting because I've never really had to do that with the coach. But I also found though that a lot of those conversations, I would reflect on them afterwards or even during, and I realized it had a big impact in my learning of jiu-jitsu as well. Because even one day we had quite almost like a fight, not a fight, but a miscommunication. I got very frustrated the one day with something, and I was fine with it. I understood why I was getting frustrated with it. It was just like a personal thing. And then we started talking, and he said something that kind of triggered me a little bit in regards to it kind of annoyed me. But once I kind of went home with it, even though I was very annoyed, I sat with it and thought through it, and what he said gave me a big shift in learning lesson in regards to just, if I want to learn something from someone in the future, whether it's jiu-jitsu or anything in the future, it really shifted my mindset in regards to that. I need to, regardless if they're autistic or not, or they have a certain communication style or not, if I want to learn this thing from that person, I need to be the one to almost like make it work, if you know what I mean. I need to find, okay, this person has the knowledge I want. How do I get the most out of them to learn the thing I want to learn? And I've never had to really think about that working with other coaches, where classes are very structured and it's, you come in, you just go in and you get out type of thing. But obviously working with Coach Mohammed, it's been very different. That I was saying, very free flow. We often talk about very different things. Sometimes you're just learning things on the moment that you kind of thought of that would be cool. And it's been interesting, to say the least. But I've learned a ton, and it also made me learn a lot just about self-development and growth, to be honest, which doesn't always happen with other programs or other coaches I've been with. So that was my experience, definitely different, but also very positive.